At this point in our story, our intrepid Toymaker has been out of the public eye for nearly a year, though documentarians will later speculate wildly regarding what exactly he was up to during these 12 months. One thing was certain. The laboratory would deliver on every promise the Toymaker had made to both executives and advertisers when they had put the show into production. On October 31st, 1940, the fruits of those labors and the leaps of faith were unveiled in the show's first episode, The Vampire Vixens of Valivant Valley. Amazingly, Charlie moved without strings. His eyes moved. His voice was distinctive, and the Toymaker had created an entire cast of stringless marionettes to accompany him and Charlie on their weekly adventures, each with a personality all their own. This was an unprecedented parlor trick, to say the very least. Charlie and his band of misfits were alive. It was something you truly had to see to believe. Well, would you look at that? It looks like my favorite episode of The Laboratory is on.
Carpenter's Carpet Supply Store proudly presents The Laboratory, starring the Toymaker and his assistant, Charlie Snaps. In this week's thrilling episode, The Paranormal Piano.
Good evening, citizens of the world, children of the night, and welcome once again to our laboratory. You know who I am, of course. I am the Toymaker. But joining me, as always, is my assistant, the delightfully inquisitive Mr. Charlie Snaps. Won't you say hello, Charlie?
Greetings, ghouls and boys.
There's no need to adjust your television sets, folks. It looks like we're still repairing our broadcast equipment after last episode's run-in with the undead orangutans of Underwater Falls.
Yeah, what a load of monkey business that was.
Now, Charlie, that would be a fine joke if orangutans were monkeys. In fact, they belong to the ape family. A different genus altogether, my friend.
I think you're a different genus altogether.
Right you are, my dear Mr. Snaps. Right you are. Well, Charlie, why don't we tell our friends what tonight's frightful adventure is?
The Paranormal Piano.
Oh, yes, the Paranormal Piano.
Say, who keeps playing that?
My dear Mr. Snaps. It looks as though it's coming from this piano over here. But you'll notice, folks, there's no pianist to be found in our laboratory. How is this possible? Gather round, friends, as Charlie and I tell you how we came by this insidious instrument. Our story begins on a dark night long ago, as Charlie and I were exploring the cavernous caves of Carabash.
Ah, rats. It was just getting good. Well, in any event, the show became an institution. A weekly event that families across the world gathered around their television sets to watch. At the end of each episode, sometimes following a cliffhanger that saw our hero Charlie Snaps caught in a dire situation with seemingly no method of escape, the Toymaker would turn toward the camera, teasing next week's thrilling installment, and would give his trademark wink. It was as if to say, "Only I know how these marionettes are talking and moving independently of me." And in fact, only the Toymaker himself did know the secret.